and the culture around help is not helping, but it is taking care of others and do, for example, cleaning or having like nice things or keeping the nice things because you know that there are people that are using them.
And I really like most of the stuff in Japan, like culture-wise, and also the people are very kind. Yeah, I really like it.
All right, thank you for your time joining with us on our YouTube channel. May I ask where you guys from?
New Mexico, United States.
United States. Is this your first time in Japan?
It's my first time. It's his second time.
Oh, when was the first time?
2016, 15.
Oh, like before COVID.
Before COVID, yes.
Oh, okay. So, what brought you to Japan this time?
I turned 40, and my bucket list item was to go skiing in Niseko.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You like skiing?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a very important thing to do. So you go skiing all over the world, or specifically to the Niseko?
Specifically to Niseko.
Oh,
yeah,
is there any-
because there's so much snow.
Oh, yeah. But in the States, do you go skiing?
Yes. We live basically at the base of the mountain in Santa Fe, Sangre de Cristo Mountains, and we go like 4 or 5 times a week.
Wow,
to
almost
ski.
every day.
Yeah, mostly to ski up and then down, and that's it. So we don't use the lift.
Oh, you walk?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Wow, it's like a wild skiing kind of thing. Is that there's a slope or?
Yes. Yeah.
Correct.
So we do it on the ski basin, but we use gear that allows you to go up, and then you change and you come down. So we do that generally before work.
So many people do that.
It's getting increasingly popular. The sport is what they call AT or ski mountaineer and alpine touring. Yes.
Wow. And so the similar kind of type you can have in Niseko. That's why
you can. There are areas where you can do backcountry, but we'll probably do both. We'll ride the lifts and we'll also do some exploring as well.
Have you already been there? Or
No,
you going
no,
to?
we leave tomorrow. We leave for Niseko tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, okay. When did you arrive here?
The 21st.
21st. Okay, a couple of days spending here.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you like it so far?
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been here before, and I love the culture. I love everything.
What do you like specifically?
I think that it seems like I'm originally from Mexico, so the difference between an organized city and a not that organized city is something here. Yeah, you can tell, of course, with the trains. Even living in the States, like there's no public transport culture. So here is super nice to just jump in the train, go this place, go back just in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So the main difference is that, and the culture around help is not helping, but it is taking care of others and do, for example, cleaning or having like nice things or keeping the nice things because you know that there are people that are using them.
Yeah, because we share the space.
Correct. Because you share the space and it is very respectful here. It is something. Well, I've been in other countries that they sort of have that, but here is like the most palpable.
Wow. Which city or which country have you been?
I've traveled a lot.
Really?
I've been traveled, yes.
Wow.
Good enough, but yes, the other country I like is Iceland.
Oh, Iceland?
Iceland, yes.
Also, you can ski there, maybe?
I haven't skied there, yes.
Or is it too cold over there?
It is, not really.
Not really?
The last time I went there was in October, and it's basically like this kind of weather, so it's not that hot. But obviously the light of the time, how it's called. I mean, with the light is like the days are longer. Like they basically it doesn't get dark.
Right.
Well, they have 6 months of day and 6 months of night.
Yes, it is just very different compared to other countries. It's like brand new country. It's like they don't even have like a lot of vegetation, like trees or things like that. And everything seems like brand new in that perspective. It's like a lot of volcans, a lot of like earth movement and thermal water. And yes, it's very unique in that way.
Oh. And how about around the Asian countries? Which countries have you been?
I've only been in Korea.
Korea?
Yeah, I like it. I really like it.
What did you do? Skiing also? Or?
No, it was just vacations.
Cultural, yeah.
Just walking around and in Korea, I was only there by less than a week. Just because it was the same time I came to Japan, and then I went to Korea and then come back to Japan. It's definitely Korea is more Americanized in a way. It's like a lot of Western influence, so it's different in that way.
I haven't been to Korea.
Oh, you haven't?
So this is
I
my
see.
first time venturing to Asia in general. And I mean, so far I love Japan. The food is amazing. The public transportation is incredible. I think that's something that we're really missing in a lot of places in the United States. It's very difficult. I mean, it's a huge country, but it's very difficult for most people to get from place to place. So you have to have a vehicle. So
it's more car,
it's very car culture. And here I think it's very nice that you can just hop on a train but right now we're staying in Kyoto. So we hopped on a train this morning and we're here, visiting the castle and checking out Osaka for the day. And it's very easy to get from place to place.
I see. And what kind of food do you like?
Everything we've had. Everything has been amazing. The sushi, the ramen, katsu, the street food, everything has been very good.
We were just eating a pancake with cheese.
Pancake
with
cheese?
The 10 yen pan.
Oh, 10 yen.
It was good.
It's like a Japanese quesadilla or something?
Yes,
Correct.
Exactly what we said,
Oh, really?
Exactly,
I wasn't sure what's inside,
Yes,
it's a cheese
and,
inside.
We really like it. Yes.
And then, are you familiar with Japanese culture since little, or when did you start to paying attention to Japan?
I think for me it was probably like high school. Around high school, there was a lot of there's music that was really interesting coming out of Japan. There was manga, anime, TV shows, things like that. So I would say I became aware of Japanese culture in my teens.
Yeah, for me, not really influence, but like just sort of general knowledge about manga and anime and all of that. And that's it. No, not really looking into that until you start traveling and then you visit the place and I'm like, oh, I mean, about Japan in different ways. I particularly like car racing or motorcycle racing. So since growing up, I know that like Honda teams and so I read also how Japanese teams work and in a way, and also technology and so I like that part.
And when did you find Niseko?
It's a very popular destination for powder skiers.
For skiers.
Oh, really?
Because they don't measure their snow in inches, they measure it in meters because there's so much. It's one of the places where it snows the most in the shortest amount of time. And so the skiing there is supposed to be not fast necessarily, but pretty incredible because there's so much soft snow.
So you can go downhill skiing with the snow covering you here, but you're still going down. So it is kind of a unique experience in that way.
It's a bucket list
Correct.
destination.
Yes.
I hope we can eliminate that. I mean, after visiting, then you can crossing out
Cross it off
one.
the list.
From the list.
I've done once.
All right, but well, thank you for your time. It was very interesting.
Did we answer your questions?
Sure. Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you for your time being with us on our YouTube channel. Where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Germany. Which part of which city of Germany?
So I come from southern Germany.
Southern. Okay. Is this your first time in Japan?
So I'm already here for like 5 months.
Oh, really?
But yeah, it's like my first time overall in Japan.
So now you're traveling around Japan? Or?
I live in Osaka.
Oh, you live?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm leaving in March. So yeah, I studied for 6 months here in Osaka.
Oh, you're exchange students?
Yes,
something?
exactly.
Oh, okay. And what are you studying? What are you majoring?
What am I studying? Yeah, I study data science.
Data science?
Yeah.
And how do you like it living in Japan so far?
Oh, I really like Japan and Osaka in general. I think it's a really nice city to be in, and I really like most of the stuff in Japan, like culture-wise, and yeah, also the people are very kind. Yeah, I really like it.
So, what kind of image did you have before coming?
So I thought that Japan is like very technical, advanced, but also very cultural. So they really respect like their culture, and also like the respect they give to elderly people. I think it's really nice. So yeah, my image of Japan was basically very technically advanced, but also on the same side really respecting like the old culture and like all that comes with it, like traditions and stuff like this.
Right.
So very traditional. Yeah.
And now, do you feel some difference between what you have expected and what you really experienced in Japan?
Like the biggest thing I was worried about is like I'm not able to communicate with a lot of people because I don't speak good Japanese. But I thought it would be worse. So I think with like hand and foot and stuff like this, you always can communicate, and the people are very they take their time. They're very, very patient if you try to explain something to them, and they are not like, I don't speak any English. So that was really was a good surprise. And on the technical side, I was surprised that Japan like is less technically advanced than I thought. Yeah, like for example, like having faxes still in office and stuff like this. I think it's the same thing in Germany, but I thought that Japan would be. They are like advanced in a lot of fields, but something like faxes and stuff like this still exists. So yeah, this was surprising.
So the fax is kind of like old style.
Yeah, but it still exists.
Yeah.
And you still have to do like a lot of paperwork and fill out all of the stuff. You cannot hand in. You have to go to the town hall and stuff like this. So
yeah, when you apply something.
Exactly. And you have to wait a long time, then pick a number and write everything by hand and stuff like this.
But so your communication is. You said it's worse than expected, or
no, better
than expected.
Yeah, because I was scared that I cannot talk to a lot of people at all. But there are a lot of people who speak English, so it's okay.
Okay. In the school, like the atmosphere or environment is different from in Germany.
It's very, very different. So I'm more in a lab, so it's more like maybe comparable to an office job, and like the times when people come in, it's very different. Like here in Japan, people start coming like early as 10, maybe they come at 12, but they also stay very long, like all till noon or like till midnight or something like this. Yeah, and in Germany you wouldn't do it. You would come like at 7, 8, and then go at 4 or 5. Yeah. At least for my office, they don't care when you come or when you go. So they come very late and also stay very late. And also stuff like sleeping at work or like resting your eyes, something like this doesn't really exist in Germany. They would think you're very like lazy. And also coming at weekends, it's like not very common in Germany. But here in Japan, I come Sunday to the lab and I see other people working there as well, and it's like, it's just normal. So it's like working wise, it's very, very different in Japan compared to Germany.
Yeah, in that perspective, then the studying or researching, in your case, in the lab, is kind of similar to the actual work in the business. So do you go to the lab in the morning very early, like 7 or 8, as you do in...
At the beginning, I was coming really early, and I was always like the first or the second person there. And now I kind of adapted to the Japanese style, and I come at like 12 and also stay till 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I kind of adapted to it.
Which do you like?
I think it's better to go in the morning and then have everything done. But if you get used to coming at 12, then you really like it as well to have some time in the morning. Yeah.
Do you go to do you go to have a drink or something after work or after lab?
Yeah, eating or drinking with colleagues is a big thing. Staying till like 8 or 9 and then go with the whole lab and eat something or drink something. Yeah, it's really common. Yeah.
Here and your country too.
In Germany, not so much.
Not so much.
No. You would go home and live with your family more like this. And here, I feel like the people really enjoy going for a drink, also like during the week and or meeting just for So yeah, I really like also like nomi hodai or something like this. It's really good. Yeah.
Oh, you love it.
Yeah.
What kind of food do you like?
I think I got really hooked on okonomiyaki. I think it's very nice, especially coming from Osaka. Like okonomiyaki and takoyaki, very, very nice. But there's so much, so it's hard for me to choose.
I see. Have you tried natto?
I have tried natto.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I heard that you have to eat it more often, so you start to like it. And I think a lot of Japanese, they eat it when they were small already.
Right.
They eat like for breakfast, like rice, natto, miso, and like raw egg, stuff like this. And my roommate was eating this, and when I saw it in the morning, I was like, I felt like sick already when I smelled the natto. I don't like it. Yeah.
Oh, but you have tried.
I have tried it.
Did you put soy sauce and stuff?
Yeah.
But still, okay.
Still, yeah.
And have you ever been to other prefectures? Have you traveled?
Yeah. So I traveled all the way to Hokkaido.
Oh, really?
Just ski, enjoying the snow. Yeah. So we flew to Hokkaido and then took the train with the Saishun Juhachi Kippu all the way back, and only local trains. So it took like 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we saw a lot during the travel. But we also spent a lot of time in the train. Yeah.
Do you have some like interesting episode or something good memory from it? Or
a lot of good memories. But like a big thing to me is we landed here, like back here in Osaka on the 31st of December. So on New Year's Eve. Yeah. And one day later on the 1st, there was the tsunami with the earthquake.
Right.
Like, and it was also in Niigata and stuff like this. And we drove this coast the day before with the train. So we were really lucky to come back to Osaka in time and only experience a little bit of the earthquake, because 2 days earlier we were exactly there where the earthquake also was. Yeah. So this was really, really lucky. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was very good talking to you.
Thank you.
And please enjoy your staying in the lab work. And where are you guys from?
We're from France.
France?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the first time for you in Japan?
First time.
Yeah. And how do you like it so far, being in Japan?
So we're here for 2 weeks. We've had 1 week and a half for the moment. And for the moment, I can say it's very, very good, very nice, the experience that we have. We've been doing the Golden Route from Tokyo, Kyoto, Nara, Osaka. So those are the places with the most tourists, technically. But I think that we've experienced that were truly Japanese food, restaurants, some places where we had some great time. We had the possibility to share with Japanese people.
Oh, you communicated with Japanese people?
Yes, we tried. I recommend having the Google translation.
The Google translation stuff. Yeah.
Really, really helping. In Kyoto, you have the Gion neighborhood for Maiko.
Gion neighborhood.
Yeah, Gion, but it's pretty crowded and it's not so easy. And there is another place. I don't remember exactly the name, which is on top of UK Street. And there we had the possibility to have a matcha cafe. So we had time to share with the woman that was holding the place about Kyoto, about teas, matcha, her experience about it. Sometimes it's not so easy because people here in Japan don't always speak English. Because we are from France, it's a little bit the same thing in France. People which are under 30 will be much likely to be able to speak English. People which are above 30, at the time in school it was not always pushed to speak English. So I'm not really shocked the fact that in Japan not everyone speaks English, but I feel like this is better this way. It's true that some things won't be easily accessible for you, but I think that's also what makes it great, is that sometimes you have to push a little bit the boundaries. You have to go somewhere you're not sure that you're going to be able to be accepted, or you're not sure to find something in some streets, little streets, or things like this. And sometimes it's not so easy to share with the people around, but I feel like the best moments are the moments that when you are able to go beyond those limits and have a moment with some people. And I also think that keeping your own language is also a strong element in terms of culture. I mean, when I'm coming to Japan, we had this a few minutes ago when we were in the middle of Osaka, in some marketplace. You have some US songs, you have a Marvel movie, a trailer which was being shown, and it is normal because the US culture is all around, but I feel like if I'm here, I'm eager to be listening to Japanese speaking, Japanese song. I don't know, it's part of the experience to be a little bit lost in terms of sounds, in terms of what you see also, having all the kanas and kanjis and you're not able to understand everything. It's part of making the place great, and also it's part of keeping the culture strong.
The binding, that the people culturally bound together.
I find that cultural differences are valuable. It's a good thing to accept the other cultures, but I still think that it is important to also have your own, to build upon it, to see what are the good things in other cultures, to maybe bring some elements. Otherwise it's going to be just one big thing, and sometimes if it's just one thing, you don't have the choice. And I feel that it's good to have
diversity, maybe.
Absolutely. I do think so.
I see. But is there any Japanese saying you think it is very nice to have in your country or your back home? Or
yes, there are a lot of stuffs about respect. I myself and my girlfriend did know before coming to Japan about Japanese culture. We are not surprised about some behaviors that might shock people. We were expecting to have that kind of respect, of strong rules in some places, and this is a good thing when you're living in community, to have these precise rules and to have this respect, which is the basic behavior. Everything that you do must be toward respecting the other's space. So it is good as a tourist, and I would like to have more of that in France also. But I don't know what it implies in the second time, when you're working, when you're in the rest of the society. I don't know all the impact of such an importance put on respect. I don't know if I would be so positive about it if I was working in Japan or if I was living there.
Oh, I see. The being as a traveler or the visitors and living in Japan is very different. That's what I think.
I can't say because I've never lived there.
But it will be different. And you have researched and studied very much before coming to Japan.
Yeah,
seems like it. So that's why you don't get surprised so much.
Well, we do, because it's one thing to know something in theory and then seeing it in front of you. We started our trip in Kabukicho, Shinjuku, and this is a place that I've known through different medias, video games and videos and other stuff. But being here with the people, with the eccentricity and the feeling which is in the place, you can only feel it once you're there, and it's not the same thing than having the idea, the theory of how it's going to be. So we are still surprised. Shinjuku place was a place that we really liked. People were really free to be what they want to be dressed the way they want to be, to behave the way they want to be. And here, our place is close to the Tombori, America Mera. You can feel a little bit of the same thing. The people, they have their mindset, their way of dressing, and I think that's also something which is really nice. So yes, even if you have the information before, being here is not the same.
I see. All right. Well, thank you so much for your opinion or how you looking at things. It was very nice talking to you guys. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.